Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia. I'm a singer and vocal coach, and today I want to share with you my private story of how I became vegan. So if you guys want to learn what made me become vegan and how that affected my life, please keep on watching. So essentially, I became vegan around like 4 years ago. What really made me kind of really aware and make that change for myself after watching Gary Yourofsky lecture that was all over the internet, all over the Facebook, and I just decided to watch it. And I remember I was just bawling and crying, and it just truly affected me so deeply, and I just couldn't look to meat or dairy the same way again. It was really a life-changing moment for myself. Also, I kind of decided to research more about the food that I eat, and obviously you can see many supportive pro-eating dairy and meat, but you really need to look at the sources, and of course you see all those different kind of tests and that supports being vegan. So for me, I just decided to listen to my own gut and what made me feel good, and just listen to what I felt good with. Since I was a little baby, I was always very sensitive to dairy. I was lactose tolerant. I'm not sure, but I just had some kind of reaction to it. With the years, I was okay, but back in those days, I was overweight. I was actually 20 pounds heavier, and I was always feeling puffy. Like I always felt, I still do, by the way. I have a little, it's a genetic thing. You have a little bit of stomach, a little bit, if you eat something you feel like you're pregnant, you know. But I was just feeling very puffy and swollen, and my digestion just wasn't working. I had crazy acne, I'm talking about here, and it's just, I just knew I needed to make that change. It was so bad for me, like in terms of my acne. I was actually sleeping with makeup, or if, you know, I just couldn't leave the house without full-on makeup, and just, you know, I just wasn't feeling confident with myself. And I really decided, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a chance, and I did, and I can't tell you how amazing I felt. It's not just the physicality of course, you're feeling lighter. I dropped all those extra weight very easily. Not easily in terms of, oh, it was easy, but I wasn't feeling that puffiness. I felt leaner. I felt lighter. Of course, my acne just cleared away. Of course, it wasn't just being vegan. It's also had my esthetician work on my skin, and it was a combination of both, but it's definitely made a huge change for myself in terms of my hormones and how I felt. And this is the most important thing. When you become vegan, for me at least, it's not just physical. I just felt more connected to my food, if that makes sense. There's something about when you're eating a meat, when you know the suffering of that poor cow that been raped, that was all those things that I just don't want to even tell you that happened. Just go research for yourself. And you know what, I'll put the Gary Yourofsky lecture so you can see it for yourself. He has it in a bunch of different languages, so you can choose your own, but just watch it. Just watch it. Make your own research. That's all I ask. Don't feed yourself through advertising and what your mom or at home, what people told you, what you should eat. Do the research for yourself. See what works for you. Obviously it's not for everybody, but as human beings, we're not supposed to eat meat. We're just not built that way. We made ourselves adapt to that, but naturally it doesn't really go with our how we digest food. And you just see for yourself, if we were healthy and we're eating healthy, we wouldn't have all those diseases. And just look around you, their habits and the way they eat, how they look, how they feel, and it's just causing all those horrible diseases that, we take supplements or we take any medicine to kind of numb it, but it's just this vicious cycle. And it's not just our health, it's really about, we cause so much pollution through that industry, and it's all end up in being a money and not to benefit you as a human being and your health and your children's health. So I kind of let a little digest from what I wanted to say, but basically I cleared my acne, I dropped all those extra pounds, I felt connected to the food I ate, I just felt peace, I enjoy the food more. And it's really rethinking the way you think about food. That's what it is. It's a shift. Yes, you do have tons of things you can eat as a vegan. But also for me, I wasn't connected to all that, hot dogs, that made from soy, that hot dogs, that burgers and all that, because you try to imitate meat. And if you try to imitate meat, obviously it's not going to taste the same. It's very, very hard. But if you think about it and you just look at all those vegetables, all those amazing things you can create, and just create something new with that, and enjoy the food, and actually you can eat more. It's not going to make you fatter, actually, and you just enjoy it. You just feel lighter, you just feel happier, you just enjoy your food more. The most challenging thing for me was my surrounding, because back in the days also, my partner wasn't vegan, my parents was totally against it because they were raised in a different way. And just the society and living in New York, right now obviously people are more aware of that, but it's just everywhere you go, people drink their Starbucks, people go to McDonald's, people go to the best burger, like pizza, everything around you involves cheese and meat. And it's very hard to find kind of, when you're going out with your friends, you don't want to be that kind of, oh, I'm vegan, oh, come on, who cares? And it's just, you feel sometimes, for me at least, I felt like that was the hardest thing for me, how to keep myself being as healthy as I could without feeling like an outcast. That was the most challenging for me. But it takes years and years to really go to that place where you feel 100% comfortable. You got your diet, you got your meals, you prepping your meals in advance. If you're going out somewhere, you always make sure there is something that you can eat. If not, you eat in advance and you take a drink and you drink and you're okay. I'll tell you, sometimes it happens. Sometimes I'm not checking. Yes, I eat dairy. Sometimes I don't eat meat, but sometimes it's hard for you to catch that dairy. I'm not going to be sitting here, oh my God, I ate dairy. It's not about that. It's really about, even if you're reducing having twice a day meat versus just once a week, you're going to have your meat. You just don't understand the impact you're doing, not only for yourself, but for the humanity, for the world. You're literally, just by reducing, you're doing so much. So if I did encourage you to be vegan, or try at least, I hope I kind of inspire you to at least reduce the amount of dairy and meat that you're eating, and kind of rethink your food and do the research for yourself. Because not only it helped me physically to lose all those pounds, feel amazing, it also helped me as a singer, because I didn't have that swallowingness. I didn't feel that acidness and all those things that you have when you eat all those processed and hormonal and all those meats and dairy that just literally affects your whole body, and as a result on your vocal cords and your general health and as a singer. So I hope I guys help you, and if I do, please like this video, comment below if you're vegan And if you're not, if you're willing to try at least, or do your research for yourself, which I encourage you to do, and if you didn't do so, I would really appreciate it if you can hit the subscribe button down below to show me some support, so every week you can get a new video from me. And until next time, have a beautiful rest of your week.